Blast from the past has returned. Lindy Ruff, now the Sabres head coach. He coached there from 97 into the 2012-13 season, got them to one Stanley Cup final, had a stint in Dallas for 4 seasons, and then another 4 with Jersey. He is the winningest coach in franchise history. 6 coaches since the last time he was there. It's been 13 years since their last playoff appearance, and he was the coach the last time they went to the playoffs. I don't know about this move. I know some people are scratching their heads. I mean, on some level, I see what maybe the roster needs a little bit of Lindy Ruff there. But 2 things. One, I don't think they needed to jump the market to get Lindy Ruff. They could have waited and maybe saw if there was a first-round upset and a coach shakes free that might, maybe they would have considered. And 2, what is it about that he did with the Devils this year that makes them go, yeah, I want that?
Now, they were looking at last season with the Devils. That's what they were looking at. They were looking at the playoff season that they went to. I talked to you guys about this off air when we were talking about what Buffalo was going to do. I was like, you know what? It would be interesting if they went and got Lindy Ruff. But I said, you know what? Let me not say anything. I don't think it may not happen. And then they go and they sign him. So like a little shocked, a little not shocked. We'll see what happens. But he's got a lot of work on his hands. That's for sure. He didn't have a goalie in Jersey. We don't even know if he really has a goalie in Buffalo either, because if Devon Levi can't do what we thought he was going to do like this season, then they're in trouble. They're in a little bit of trouble.
I mean, look, it's on par for NHL teams to continue to recycle coaches. Only fitting that they did it on Earth Day. Look at the Buffalo Sabres deciding to recycle, keep the planet, reduce greenhouse gas. I mean, look, he was there for the longest period of time. He was able to have some success with that team. I can't believe that they convinced him to go back to Buffalo. Like, imagine willingly wanting to go back and live in Buffalo,
especially when you're older and the cold bothers you more and all that. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else there is to do there. Maybe, Lindy's older now. He just wants to stay home, sit on his front porch, yell at the kids crossing. But look, he's going in there. He's got some work to do. He does have a very exciting blue line. So I think maybe maybe he sees something that can be done there. The offense is not terrible. This is just a team that has underperformed. So maybe they needed some veteran coaching, but I think maybe they should have gone down the path of looking for, there are no shortage of great aspiring NHL coaches, either in the minors, college hockey as well. There are really good coaches there, all along junior hockey as well. There are coaches that are available that you have, that want an opportunity to have some fun. So, I mean, hey, we're going to find out pretty quick.
One name that was thrown out was Denver University head coach David Carl. Now, not specifically for the Sabres, but as a candidate, probably one of the hotter candidates there. And he had came out and said, like, hey, it's not that I'm not interested in coaching in the NHL, but I'm so happy here right now that you're really going to have to give me an offer or an opportunity that is just truly too good to say no to. And right now he didn't see that happening. He's going to be the coach of the 2025 World Junior team. So, I once he's off the market, maybe they just decided to go and get things situated with Lindy Ruff. Again, I think they could have waited a little bit, but maybe this is a move in 2025 that we're looking back on and saying like, oh, it ended up being the right move because they are a younger team. They've got a young blue line. They've got mostly a young core, and that's what Ruff is good at, is getting those guys to go. So it's not a sexy move. It's like, why are you doing that kind of move? But, it might end up being the right move.
But I'm looking at the roster too. You look at when he came to the Devils, outside of that, playoff season, I don't know. I kind of think Buffalo might have a little bit of better roster outside. Obviously you got Jack Hughes and stuff like that, but a more complete roster, I think he has. They, like Chris said, they underperformed last year. We all thought that they were going to be vying for that final wild card spot. So, he might have a better chance here in Buffalo.
We're going to see how it goes. I mean, listen, there's still an off season, there's draft, there's trades, like we said, with the goalie situation. Maybe, Devon Levi just needed another season of seasoning.
No Hotstick coming back?
I mean, he'd probably, for one game, I bet you he could still give you like a good, like 920 save percentage, I would bet for sure. I mean, he's got to stay in shape. I mean, there's no way he's still as flexible as he was, but give me 60% of Dominic Hasek and I'll take that. Now,
most people would actually, I think.
Yeah, and including the Sabres and a couple of other teams that are, maybe some that are even in the playoffs right now. We'll talk about the Avalanche later. That's a team that could probably use 60% of Dominic Hasek.